Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a truly remarkable tale, one that reminds us about the powerful, often forgotten wisdom of nature and the surprising strength of a community when faced with short-sighted decisions. This isn't just a story. It's a modern fable about understanding our world, respecting our resources, and sometimes learning the hard way that you just can't fight Mother Nature. Grab a warm drink, settle in, because this one is absolutely captivating. Our story begins in the picturesque, tranquil town of Pine Hollow. Imagine a place nestled perfectly between two gentle ridges, with an ancient forest that seems to whisper secrets as the wind rustles through its leaves. In the heart of this idyllic setting there was a pond. But not just any pond. This was Theo's pond. Now, Theo's pond wasn't just a picturesque feature, it was a living, breathing part of the town's history, a legacy passed down through his family for 3 generations. It was fed by a natural spring, a hidden marvel that had never, not once, dried up, even during the harshest droughts. The locals, struck by its breathtaking beauty, had affectionately named it Mirror Pond. And for good reason. Its surface was so still, so clear, that it reflected the sky with such perfect clarity, it looked like a shimmering portal to another world. Theo, a man deeply connected to the land and his community, lived in a cozy cedar cabin right beside it. He was off-grid, yes, but certainly not off-community. His pond was a vital resource for everyone. Hikers passing through would always stop to refill their water bottles from its pure, cool depths. Kids would spend long summer afternoons fishing for bluegill, their laughter echoing across the water. And in the dry season, when fire risks were high, the local fire department relied on Mirror Pond as a critical water source. Its value was unquestioned. It was a beloved, indispensable part of Pine Hollow life. Everything was in perfect harmony, a testament to natural balance and community spirit, until a significant shift occurred. The Homeowners Association, or HOA, changed hands. And with that change came a new president, a woman named Karen Whitmore. Karen was a former city planner, and let's just say she had a very particular way of seeing the world. For Karen, order, regulation, and a clipboard were her constant companions. When Karen looked at Mirror Pond, she didn't see a natural wonder or a community asset. No, through her very specific lens, she saw a liability. Her list of concerns grew rapidly. "It's unregulated," she'd declare. "It's a flood risk. It's not even fenced." She saw problems where everyone else saw perfection. Theo, a man of quiet wisdom, tried his best to explain. He calmly detailed how the pond was spring-fed, a natural ecosystem that was perfectly balanced. He assured her that it had never, not once, overflowed in its generations of existence. But Karen, with her mind set and her plans meticulously laid out, wasn't listening. She had a different vision, one that prioritized her idea of safety and order above all else. Without any community consultation, without any ecological review, Karen decided to take decisive action. She filed an emergency motion to neutralize the hazard. The term itself was chilling. Neutralize the hazard for a beloved, vibrant, natural space. And before anyone could truly comprehend what was happening, contractors arrived. They brought heavy machinery, loud pumps, and a truckload of concrete. The sight was heartbreaking. They began to drain Mirror Pond. Theo watched, helpless, as the water level dropped, revealing the muddy bottom. He saw the last fish flop desperately in the thick, wet earth. It was a scene of ecological devastation, a once thriving ecosystem reduced to a barren wasteland. And then, adding insult to injury, they filled it. The beautiful natural basin was obliterated, replaced by a cold, hard slab of concrete. The spring, the lifeblood of Mirror Pond, continued to bubble, confused and exposed. It now flowed not into a welcoming natural basin that could absorb and distribute its waters, but directly into the new, impermeable concrete basin. This was a critical oversight, a fundamental misunderstanding of how natural systems work. Within days, nature, in its infinite wisdom, began to push back. The water, unable to be absorbed by the concrete, had nowhere to go. It began to back up, but not back into the now drained pond area. Instead, it found its way to the HOA's prized cul-de-sac, the very emblem of their manicured order. Basements began to flood. Manicured lawns turned into swampy, soggy messes. Karen predictably blamed unexpected geological shifts. She refused to acknowledge that her solution was the cause. But Theo knew better. He wasn't just a quiet observer. He was a meticulous record keeper. He had receipts, as they say. For years, he had documented the pond's flow, its water levels, its perfect balance. He had drone footage, capturing its beauty and its natural behavior. He even had detailed water tables. And perhaps most critically, he possessed a letter from the county fire chief himself, unequivocally calling Mirror Pond critical infrastructure, a testament to its vital role in public safety. But Theo had one more thing, a secret weapon that would truly turn the tide. He had observed the contractors during their work, noticing a peculiar detail. Buried discreetly beneath the HOA's brand-new community garden, a garden built on the very land that used to be part of the pond's natural overflow area, was a pressure valve. It had been installed by Karen's contractors, a last-minute attempt to redirect any potential overflow from the concrete basin. They had hoped to hide it, to manage the water in their own sterile way. Theo, armed with his knowledge, his documentation, and his deep understanding of the land, went to that valve. He opened it. What followed wasn't a violent gush or a destructive torrent. No, it was something far more poetic, far more satisfying. Water surged, not uncontrollably, but with a sense of purpose, reclaiming its rightful path. It flowed gracefully down the HOA's meticulously paved walking trail, past the pristine tennis courts, and into the dry, concrete basin where Mirror Pond had once thrived. The spring, finally given an outlet, began to reclaim its space, pushing through the concrete, dissolving the artificial barriers. Slowly, steadily, Mirror Pond returned. Fish, perhaps sensing the change, began to reappear. Frogs, their voices long silenced, started to sing again, their croaks a symphony of life returning. The natural world, resilient and unwavering, had proven its point. The fallout for Karen was swift and definitive. Faced with irrefutable evidence of her disastrous decision and the overwhelming will of the community, she resigned from her position as HOA president. It was a clear victory for common sense, ecological wisdom, and community values. And Pine Hollow learned a crucial lesson. The HOA, now under new leadership and a renewed sense of responsibility, passed a new bylaw. It was a simple yet profound statement. Natural water sources shall not be altered without ecological review and community consent. A powerful, lasting tribute to Mirror Pond. As for Theo, he continued to be the quiet guardian of the pond. He built a sturdy bench beside its shimmering waters, a place for reflection, contemplation, and remembering. And into the wood of that bench he carved a timeless message, a wisdom born from experience for all to see. You can bury water, but it remembers. This story, friends, is a powerful reminder that some things are best left to nature, and that true progress often comes from understanding, not conquering, our environment. It shows us the deep connection between land, community, and the surprising power of one person who truly understands their local ecosystem. What did you think of Theo's story? Have you ever witnessed something similar in your own community? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more stories that make you think, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.